Hi, this is Jeff White with VersatileFightingArts and Silat SBL. We've been working the last few weeks on the knife defense, and there's a Djuru itself that SBL has that I think is very good. It works out of their blocking drill, but we look at, here is my number 1 block, here is my number 2 block, that's my number 3 block. This is my number 4 block. Alright? We've worked this Djuru both empty hand and with blade. We've also worked it with both working on being able to holster, reholster, sheath, resheath, and coming in. So I'm uptight if I'm pulling to get my holster. As I step in with my stab, I'll come back, I slice, check, redondo, slice, and if that's it, I finish with a blade to the side, or it's a forearm. We come up, reholster, and come back. So, that was our blade. We also worked it without doing the sheathing, and for me, my feet change a little bit. So instead of coming from here, do my stab, come out, do my slice, check, re-slice, come in, and then have to reholster. I just start from here and I slice down. I'm still getting my L step in, although sometimes I will look to shortcut it a little bit, obviously. But when I come in, I'm already slicing. I'm already moving forward. This is my power line, my line of intention. I'm already cut, check. Alright? So, as we come in from here, as I cut, check, stab, come back, backhand, slice, check, redondo, come up. And I end up here. I'll either have my hand below my elbow or in between, on where I'm envisioning my opponent and what I see him doing. If I want to then add in number 2, then I would come in. Remember, this is slice, cut, in, here, slice, check, slice. Now number 2 is a push-away block with a low angle 5 coming up with another stab, and it opens. If I end there, I finish back with my forearm strike. Now I come in. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I came in 5. Here. And if I add in my 3, remember 3 is here. 1, 2, 3, here, cut and check, push, here, and up, come across, and normally 3 opens, comes back in, and this that leads into number 4 here. I'm going to end it, and then if we do want to do the entire Djuru, adding in number 4, then as it comes in, slice, check, here, slice, in, here. Now this comes in with that slice, so this is catched in, coming hand, check, slice to the neck, to the head, comes around, there's a catch, and a strike at the back of the head, upward. Now with this, there's another redondo, and then I come in for here. And the way it gets used, we have discussed in other videos. Now, if we go to Kerambit, and Kerambit is a perfect combat knife in my opinion. It will both give me depth, it'll give me puncture as well as slice. It also gives me an impact tool, and it gives me a way of extending my reach when I come in. And you also need to know and play with and understand your own tool. This particular Kerambit is sharp on both sides, both on the inside of the crescent as well as on the back of the NOLA. And so I can slice coming and going. Some Kerambits, a lot of them, only are sharpened on the inside of the crescent. So this is either impact or it becomes more of a hooking, and that's it. I can use both with hooking, just one's going to cut while it hooks. So I'm not going to work on the sheathing, resheathing on this part. It's already up in my hands. So same thing applies when I come through. There's my cut. There's my check. There's my entrance. Now I'm leading with my knife, not with my fist on this one. I'm leading with the depth of the blade. That's my angle 2 coming in. Now I'm going to check with another slice. Now here, I can either do my redondo, if I'm thinking about impact or another slice, or I can use this with the flip. So I'm hitting, catching, coming back again. And that's what it's going through. So this is using block 1. Come in, come across, cut and check, hit, come in. Now I'm down. If I want to add in for that angle 2, then I step, get my cut, check, stab, slice, come in. I'm still going to do my, my hit, coming in, so I come in, push away block, hit low. Now as I come up, I have to pay attention to the angle of my blade. I can come up, I can hit high and low, nothing wrong with that, but I can also hit, turn the blade over so I'm palm up, so I'm getting my slice as well, and then this opens. Now we finish with the forearm. Come in. So when I have my number 2, I like turning palm up to come in and through. I can at times when I'll play with, and I'll just do my push away. I'll hit low and I'll hit high. Because especially with the Kerambit, if I use it as a punch, I've got this dew claw that's sitting out here. So I'm also looking when I punch, I'm also tagging them as well. And so this is, I just need the angle of my punch needs to be where do I want the angle of my blade and the angle of my impact. And some of that will depend upon the length of your blade. This is very much like a battle ready. A lot of the native Kerambits were very small, and so I don't have a copy of, I don't have one right offhand down here, but you know, the width of my fist plus maybe another inch, inch and a half, 2 inches at most. Whereas with this larger Kerambit, I've got another 2-3 inches. So that can work well. Here comes well, and I come around and back to my home position. If I add in 3, which was here, coming up, has a little bit of an inside move, I can either come across the eyes, nose. Remember, this is also sharp. Or I come across. Now it finishes halfway through here, but that leads us into 4. So once we come up and we open, I'm going to come back with my forearm strike again. So if I'm here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We came down, or I could hit. I push away, in, cross, up. I come in, I open, I come around, that's my 3. Through. So stopping in places just so we can kind of see. I look at reference points, and when I'm talking about, for me with reference points, when I'm going through and memorizing a certain flow, I want to see, okay, I caught here, this is 1. I see where my body is. I'm moving forward. Now I am shifted a little bit even, a little bit back weight because I like this back weighted foot. It allows me to move in, works more quickly, but I'm also going to shift my weight forward. Forward to get my extension coming in, still keeping my frame, cut in my backhand, my check, my hit, push away, come down, clear it. Now we're going to come up. I can come across, I can open. I can catch this here, I can catch this here. Depends on how I want to use this. And then I open, and then that's the end for where we are for 3, and we come back. When I add in 4, which was like a heaven 6, just an incoming with a cut, check, and a strike. Now with this is cut, stick, strike, hit the back of the head. This is either signifying coming up through heart and solar plex. It can be a gut shot. I often see it as into the throat, as I'm pulling down. It has another redondo and then a finishing. So if I'm coming from here, and it's 1, 2, 3. Here, boom, boom. This was opening up. I'm getting my 3 block. It opens. I'm coming across with 1, 2. Remember, this can be impact or slice, or I turn it over to get more slice, hit the head, come up. Alright? I like hitting, come across again, and through. So now we get the whole motion using Kerambit. And so with the Kerambit, this, as we'll see when I do this with partner, this could be catching arms, coming in. I could just be clearing out of the way, coming in. But anyway, no matter how I use this 1 followed by a check is all going to be this take care of the opponent's blade and knife that's coming in, check body, attack. So, if I want to come in, now, using this as an impact is good for training. And depending upon your blade, this is nice and heavy. So I pulled this out for the express purpose of being able to show this with a flip and what that flip could do. If I have a smaller, more personal, I may not really get a whole lot of impact out of that. So I may be a distraction. I tend to favor less distraction at times unless it's highly strategic, and more for let's just go ahead and take care of business. But that's my own. So 1, 2, coming in, 3, in, press away, punch, cover, clear. Make sure it's cleared. I'm going to open up again. Now I'm going to come across, there's another cut that's there, I'm going to catch, cut, check, come down, catch. This could just be running up, and maybe I didn't, I'm just running up the side of them, then an impact, and then coming in. So you play, and you feel what you want. Because I can come down, when I'm doing this number 4, this is number, we're skipping a beat to number 3, coming in, 4, comes across, there's a redondo. So this can be another straight down. I could be using the point, I could be using as an impact, stripping energy. I could be using it to hit his arm, clear, and come up. I could also be using it as an impact, as I said, and come in. So I'm up, impact. I can also, when we get to that number 4, and I come down, I can also turn as if I'm coming in the back of his neck, right at the brainstem, and come up, and then finish. So just some ideas to play with, all right? Feel free to reach out at VersatileFightingArts at Gmail, and I'm Jeff White. We'll talk to you later.